idea.
It's important that we're here. For you. For the people that work for you.
Some of them don't feel that way.
Is my nose running?
I can smell alcohol, but I don't see it.
It's him.
It's a party. Cosgrove's doing great.
Is Hildy actually here? That could be an interesting confrontation between her and Harry's wife.
Man upstairs is here.
God?
That's Mr. Hoffenberg. He wants to talk to you. He smells marijuana.
Don't talk until I get back. I'm serious.
Yeah, sure, we just stand here in silence.
It's good to see you and Paul together. I have to say, when Paul and I were together, the last thing I would have taken him for was open-minded. I love your purse. Oh, thanks. I just got it.
You stole that. That's from the office. That dumb girl almost got fired.
But she didn't. I'm a writer. I need it.
Aren't you making enough money to buy a machine like that?
Come home with me.
Why should I?
I like you and we're having a good time. And I'm a good kisser. And you know you want to.
I'm in the persuasion business. And frankly, I'm disappointed by your presentation.
Now that's a nice presentation.
I just fire everyone.
But then who's supposed to not work?
Plane went down. American Airlines Flight 1 to Los Angeles. Crashed in Jamaica Bay.
Could be 100 people on there. Just fell out of the sky.
Just when they have that airline ad to run? Nice that you made it with a Hoover? What is that?
Pull all Mohawk ROP, and anything in production, stop it. We don't want people opening their morning paper and seeing a Mohawk ad next to a picture of a floating engine.
Some of the passengers were on their way to a golf tournament. Apparently, the minute the plane hit, the bay turned plaid.
Mr. Phillips, to see you.
What the hell is he eating? Looks like cake, but with ketchup?
I just had an interesting conversation with Shel Keneally. He's inside at American Airlines.
Is the plane still crashed?
Shel says they're going to need to make a fresh start.
That is an interesting phone call.
Cooper looked a bit shaky with his hands.
I can't talk right now.
What's up, Pete? Was Mommy or Daddy on that plane?
Mr. Campbell, are you all right?
Mr. Campbell?
The door's open, so shut it.
Apparently my father was on that plane.
What?
My father, he was on the plane.
I'm sure he would have loved your joke.
I just saw him. At the barber. Paul Mole on Lex.
Well, he already had a drink, but I'm sure he can take another one.
I don't even think I know how old he was. Someone's going to ask that. I don't think I'm going to tell anyone. Am I going to cry?
He's overthinking it.
Go home and be with your family.
Yeah. Maybe go to your mother?
There's life and there's work.
Pete's more of a work person, I think.
What is that?
What?
That. Take it. I want you to have it.
The fuck? It's probably something she gave her, huh? For Christmas or something.
Did you take care of everything?
They do this all the time.
What?
I took care of it.
Oh, Mama will be a big problem for this family.
Dad was insolvent. Broke.
What about her money?
The Dykeman Trust isn't as solid as one would hope. A lot of loans were taken out by the president and recipient, Daddy. It's all oysters, travel, and club memberships.
Now we know why he never wore pants. He couldn't afford it anymore.
There was a pie cooling in the windowsill. I'm not even supposed to smell it.
What do you want to hear?
Now, come on. Don't be like that.
To Tom Collins.
Who is this guy? He looks familiar, but much fatter. It actually looked a bit like the fake fat they gave Peggy's actress last season.
Gladys Ryan was asking for you at church.
It doesn't mean the same thing to me that it means to you.
I think your father would like it if you lit a candle for him.
Another dead father?
Would it kill you to go?
Yes.
I don't want to. And I'm capable of making my own decisions.
State of New York didn't think so. The doctors didn't think so.
Alright. They called a psychologist when she was in the hospital. What happened there? Did they declare her unfit for mother duties?
I love the train. You do too. Bobby.
I'm scared I heard something.
Everything's great. Go back to bed.
Was it the sound of a plane crash?
He was scared.
He's a little liar.
Uh.
Who drew the most amazing picture of George Washington the other day? His teacher was so impressed, she put it up in the hallway. I noticed the exact same image of Washington on the cover of one of his books. He had traced it.
So?
I don't care about tracing. What about all that praise he accepted for something he didn't do?
Well, he did do the tracing, so... And he came up with the idea. Clearly there are some talents hidden in that young man.
I'll say whatever you think I should say, but I'm not going to fight with you.
So apparently not everything is fine here, huh? Feels like they wasted time in the first episode, if that's actually the case.
Last conversation I had with him, we were arguing about whether Barney Kellogg bred Boston Terriers or French Bulldogs. I said they were Boston Terriers. He was angry about it.
What do Barney's dogs look like?
Just beige, kind of like pugs, but with big ears.
Those are French bulldogs.
If only you had been there, huh? To settle it.
When I woke up, I felt fine for a minute. Then I remembered.
You should be thinking about the good times.
Right.
How can you remember something that never existed?
I need 3 copies. One goes to Mr. Rumsen, one to Mr. Fairbanks, and one to Mr. Smith. This strange one.
That doesn't narrow it down.
I'm avoiding you. Or haven't you noticed that after 3 days?
Are you worried about the typewriter? I'm not going to tell anyone. Although you were so brazen.
It's probably about his black friend.
What did you say to Sheila?
Who?
Sheila. My girlfriend?
Describe her to me.
Very funny.
I know it's first on the list.
You're so proud.
It's so obvious why you're seeing her. A supermarket checkout girl? Conversation must be stimulating. Lettuce costs a nickel. Walking around with your pipe and your beard. Falling in love with that girl just to show how interesting you are. Go ahead. What part is wrong?
Apparently she nailed it.
When my old man died, I went on a hell of a bender.
Oh, you heard about that?
I had to read about it in the Times. I don't want you to think I'm being insensitive, but we're going after American Airlines.
What, are we? I was under the impression you weren't. Paul, what are you doing?
Duck's having a meeting with Shel Keneally from American Airlines tonight. He's letting them know that Mohawk is over.
And that gets us a pitch?
It sends a signal that we're serious.
Oh, so we actually go for that airline?
Mr. Campbell?
The door is open. Sit down.
I just was, I don't know.
It's not a good time.
He just came for some comforting words.
Good night, Joe.
What has he done? Her age? Is that really a big deal?
I never would have guessed you were in your 30s.
I would have guessed she's in her 30s.
I'm sorry. It wasn't my decision.
That talk you gave me about us growing together, you said Sterling Cooper didn't need a big airline. You were going to make us a big airline.
Yeah, well, like he said, it's not his decision. So tough, dude.
I'm almost embarrassed to say this. You fooled me.
Again, like he said, it's not his decision. So...
This agency change, well, that's going to be a process. It's hard for me to leave here comfortable unless I know what your objections are. We're a few steps away from objections. We're just sticking a toe in the water. Well, we're not. We jumped in.
Maybe you jumped too early? Could it be?
There will be someone on your account who knows exactly what you're going through.
Who?
My father was on that plane.
Oh. He actually uses his father's death to reel this guy in.
It is something I will pass on.
Oh, that's why Doug brought him in the first place. He knows. He's with the woman who doesn't want him. Why is this kid even blonde? She's a redhead? Pete Black, I think?